Hey guys, Jason here with BounceWave Inflatable Sales. I have Mark Kretzky with me from Waterslide Tents and Events out of Lakeland. Mark started in last year, so he works full time over the road trucker for a pretty good company. My brother actually works for that company as well. And I guess he was chatting with my brother at some point. It had to happen about passive income, and they were kicking that stuff around. And my brother happened to mention to him, "Hey, I'm pretty familiar with the inflatable industry. My brother owns BounceWave. He has a rental company, also sells them." He said, "We can give him a call and he can tell you about that. And maybe that's something you can look into." I was on vacation. It was, I don't know, 9:30 or so. Him and my brother three-wayed me in, and Mark was asking me a lot of questions about the industry. And is it something that I should get into? Do you see it making money? All the things you would ask when you're scared to put your thousands of dollars up to start something on your own. Can I do it? Is it possible? Will they rent? And all those things. And what I tell everybody and what I'll tell you is, yes, kids are born every day. Yes, I was around. If you look, and the economy in the market today, they keep talking about the last recession outside of the Great Depression, right? So 2005 to 2008. Okay. I was in business at that time. I had been in business for a couple of years when those times landed. And again, I tell people I made it through and still grew at about 7%. It wasn't anything highly impressive, but during that time, a lot of people I knew with businesses were shutting down. I was still moving forward. And I always say that about the inflatable business. It's just one of those things that people are going to rent. They're going to need. Birthdays have to happen, and you can't celebrate it with the 9th birthday when they're 10. It doesn't work. So for those reasons, it's return on investments as good as you're going to get. I own real estate. It's going to beat that. I own a lot of stocks, and I took a bath the other day. It can beat that on a more consistent level. Is it hard work? Yes. So long story short, I told Mark mainly all the bads up front.
Oh, 100%.
You're going to work weekends. That's tough. They can get heavy. That's tough. When you think you got help, sometimes you don't have help. That's tough. Getting it going, don't expect a whole lot off the rip, off of your investment. It takes time to build a business. That's daunting if you've never done it. You'll wake up some mornings feeling like you maybe made a mistake. We all do that. I said, but if you believe in it and you trust me and you listen, we'll do our damnedest to not sell you the equipment, to back you in any way we can with every bit of knowledge we know to put you in the best spot to win. And that I'm passionate about, and I will do that for any customer that buys from us. Matter of fact, this slide right here is his. He started in last June, and I think right now he's got this one and another one in there. He's got right around 28 units. He's got a couple more coming. Last year, he just told me they did about 50,000 from June to the end of the month. Not bad without a lick of marketing, an idea, nothing. Just coming in, and I told him, everyone you know, let them know you're in this business now. I don't care if you see them at McDonald's. Run in and say, "Hey, I do the inflatables. If you need something, let me know." You beat that drum to the local people, your family, as much as you can, your own Facebook page, and then start from there. Don't overdo your marketing. Don't do all that. Get the inflatables and get your grassroots going. Let's go from there. We'll start from there. And so that he's done. He helped us with the show this year at APA. We're grateful for that. He's in contact with us at least 2-3 times a week on different things, maybe a how-tos, or I'm running into this, or what do you guys think of that? We blow stuff up for him all the time. When he first started, we showed him how to roll. We took all the time and answered him, and his wife came out, and she's amazing, and we did all the stuff. So I'll turn it over to Mark a little bit. The thing is, you do these videos with people, when you see so much on TikTok, and a lot of it's just BS about someone selling a product and backing it and being passionate about something. And here it's the real deal. I don't know how else to say that to get it through to people. And my competitors out there, I won't mention names, but they're out there. And a lot of them are riding, try that sincerity of realness, riding my coattails, essentially, because they didn't want to do that up front. They owned a market of selling these. You were down to 2 or 3 players that you could buy from. They were overcharging and under-delivering in a lot of areas. And when I came along and tried to give a fair price, tried to give exceptional service, and showed people about the business and how to do this startup and how to put your family in a better spot to win and how to make passive income with passion, they all had to join it because they had no option. They all had to join it at that point. My question would be, Why weren't they doing that from the start? If they cared about their client or their customer that much, you do it from the start. You don't do it because that's the way that Jason's bringing the business to people and I better conform or he's going to hurt us pretty bad. Just know that, be sure that when people, talk the talk, they walk the walk, and make sure that's happening. So I'll let Mark tell you his experience with us. And now with the guys, he doesn't deal with me much. He deals with Austin and Chris and Blake and all these guys. But he can tell you if what we've done is honest, if we've tried to be as true as we can with them and try to back them in any way we can, I'll let him go with that. And go ahead and thoughts on it.
First off, I want to say thank you.
No, my pleasure.
100% we did sit down and talk. He told me pretty much, I think more bad than good. Just being honest with me, I had a boat. He said, you and your wife might fight. We sold the boat, bought some units. Me and the wife do fight. But we've learned how to talk to each other under our breath. So now the customers don't see us fight. But
the reason I say you and your wife might fight, just so you get it, I'm a firm believer. When I started the business and quit my job with 3 kids, I got a story I'll tell one day. It's the whole story, and I'll get there one day. But with 3 kids and left the job, and I was feeling numb, and I had 5 inflatables and no rentals. I didn't even know how to roll one up. My wife was a school teacher. They don't make much money, especially in Florida. With 3 kids, we still had the mortgage and all the stuff, and scared to death. She backed me the whole way, and it was a huge part of success, because if things weren't going right, or if I was failing in any way, and I had to come home and get some negativity from her to boot my own pressure, that's a tough strategy when you're wearing it yourself already. And it's assuring to go home to someone who's in it with you and backs you and believes in you and understands. So if you're in that situation with a spouse, doesn't have to be a wife, could be a husband, could be whatever that is, I just recommend that you talk about it. I think that's the biggest thing in life, and make sure you're both on the same page. You win, lose together. It's just, if that's your partner, you win and lose together. There is no you made that mistake. It's we made a mistake, and that's what's the reasoning for mentioning that to Mark. You're going to make sure you're all on the same page.
We're on the same page. She supported. This is more of, she loves doing it. It's her idea. She helped roll. She helps clean. We just bicker on which one's going to be the best, or it needs to be, my wife takes this unit. If we rent it 20 times, it better look like it sits right here. And that's where we differ. But we argue in a good way because we're both in it together. That was just the story, how he was saying that's the good and bad working together. We're both 100% in this. I can't thank you enough. Austin, Blaine, Chris, from the guys in the office, passed down to my dock workers here. Every time I come here, everybody is fantastic. Everybody is nice. They take care of me. Any questions? Like I said the one time in the little podcast thing I did, I come to Austin, hey, man, anybody can help me with my website? Mark, you need to do it. It's better for you to do. And I appreciate that. They made me work for it. If I needed help, they would say, here, do this. But they pushed me to learn it, which made me better. I'm better at it. I'm learning my website. I'm learning all this stuff. We bought the heavy units right off the rip.
I told him, I said, Doc, come on, man, just dip the toes in. He's, no, man, our area, they like the big stuff. I'm jumping in. I'm like, know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And he did. And again, I see him doing exceptionally well. They're passionate, man. Look, here's the thing, and I can appreciate the hell out of this. He drives, you got the Atlanta route? Where do you even go?
Well, I'm driving, I was on a team truck. So I was going to Ohio, but now I'm just running Jacksonville to Ocala. So 5 nights a week.
5 nights a week he's in the truck. And he's out hustling on the weekends. And then when he's in the truck, I think sometimes you're even talking to maybe some of these guys about the bounce house business.
If he was awake, I would call him.
So be careful if you see Mark on the road, because he's probably talking about bounce houses and an 18-wheeler. But what I can appreciate, and here's the funny thing. So when I left the job and I was doing this on the weekends and I got super busy and I had to go hard Friday through Monday, I would bitch about it. But damn, it's taxing. It's hard on me. This guy's out working 5 days a week and doing that on the weekend, and still is ambitious, in a good mood. And I just asked him we just did the video on his trailer. I said, what'd you do last year and what's your expectations this year? My thing is 15-30% growth is really strong on average for a business. 12 to 15 is reputable. That'll get you a great bump in the stock market. 30 is pretty solid. He said, I was hoping to do 250 this year. So, he did 50 last year. 250 is a 4-time run. And I like that, though. That's an ambitious look. That's, God bless him if he can pull it off. I think the forecast a little far out there, but let's see where it goes. But I could say this, we're going to back him. We're going to be here for him. And for any of you guys that buy from us and any of you guys that choose to buy from us, we're going to make a roll of right, as you all know, and just give you what we can. We can't do it for you. He knows that. All I can do is put you in the best spot. You got to look in the mirror in the morning and say, I'm going to ride and make this work. He wants to do this full time. He wants to get out of the truck. He's done the
100%.
truck forever, and he wants some of that freedom. He's got a couple family members that may be able to benefit a little down the road. It's helping him out. I just learned that. That's cool. So I just wanted to share this with you. And this story, there's many like this, but I just wanted to share full time. It can be done. Passive income can be made. He's still not debt free in his business here. Guys, it's not easy. For the 50 grand, he's got more out than that. But I'll tell you this, I know. By midsummer this year, his business, if he was able to put it all back to, which I highly recommend, majority back to, because he's working both sides of the ball full time as well, he'll own everything. And I got to tell you this, when you start doing 8,000, 10,000 on the weekend, and you have very little debt with that, buddy, I'm going to tell you, it changes lives. It actually changes lives. Because if I take that money and I act normal with it, and I invest maybe in a piece of real estate, or maybe in a stock market, or maybe an IRA, or whatever, and I don't go buy the boat yet, I got a few other things I got to do before I get to the boat, right? That's financial freedom. That's what this can do. And I know this is for a fact because I've done it. It's worked for me. So I'm not telling you something I haven't done. I'm telling you something I've done in the way I've done it. And that was essentially the way I did it, is worked my way through. My truck was, of course, Mark's got a fancy, nice truck, but I didn't have a job. I had to buy a truck for $1,000 to make it happen because there was no income outside of my wife's teacher salary, and that's a covered mortgage. So there I was. I would do festivals and sell popcorn. We didn't have any work, like old people craft festivals. And I think one time I sold 20 bags. I did anything. 20 bags of popcorn. I made $20 that day. I was rocking out. So,
dude, I'm inspired.
I've been at the very bottom of it. That's the passion of, you can take someone like him and just what you know, and then what's out there new and the new technology and the new marketing you guys know, probably more than I do now, and take that and run with it. But the baseline of customer service, passion, and accountability, and just wanting to whoop everybody's ass. That, if you don't get that out of what I do and my vision, then you probably shouldn't buy from us. Because if you don't have that mindset of wanting to win and leave no doubt and be the best, it's going to be a hard road to hoe no matter what track you take. So we appreciate you. Really do. This guy's a machine. It's inspiring to see how hard he works. His wife is probably more passionate about it than he is. She came and helped us at the show, and man, she buys a lot though. That's the problem. Every time we get something new out, she's got to have it. And he's like, how about we rent the few we got, and then maybe we buy that one. And I told him now, I said, look, slow it down. Look, I'm in here to sell them. But every first time I tell him, hey, no, slow it down. Let me get some of your money back. I need you to recoup some of your money. And then let's look at what we're missing as we're growing. What are we turning away more so than not? And let's go there for a while. Let's start piecing it together to make it make sense. Guys, we appreciate y'all. We appreciate Mark and everybody at IOP, everybody that calls and gives us a shot. And I can tell you that's all I asked for. I could be the best decision you ever made, but if you never give us a call, if you never come down and see our facility, let us blow them up for you. I had them build this pad for that very reason, right here. So we leave no doubt we're going to blow them up for you. If you came down and I blew this up for you and you didn't like it, you owe me nothing. If you left a deposit on it and I blow it up for you and you got here and you didn't care for it, I'm going to give you your money right back. So that's the fair thing to do. This has got to speak for itself. And we've made a few changes, closer stitch patterns and some different things. I think we're going to be better than we've ever been. Let us know if you need anything, and he should be an inspiration to you. He really should. I asked him if he'd do this for me today. He's here picking some units up, and he said he would. And he's just an inspiration, actually, to me, how hard he goes and his wife goes. And I know without a doubt he'll have a big year this year. And you better gear up because you're going to be one tired SOB.
Dude, I hope so. I hope I'm so tired. I hope my back's broke at the end of this. Call me and tell me to bring you 25. I'm going to do my best to get them there.
Yeah.
Oh, we're excited. I ain't lying. I got to be crazy.
Yeah. Well, you are.
I got to be a little crazy.
Yeah. But crazy makes money. Chance
Yes.
makes money. Hard work makes money. And average people won't do it. They want to make excuses. They want to blame everybody else. They want to blame the system. We want to blame society. And that's been drilled into us anymore. Damn it, if you don't get up and find a way and have a little grit and have a little grind and do what the average guy won't. And it sucks at 6 in the morning when you're driving with a trailer load that you've loaded and you're riding by these homes and everybody's sleeping. But I always looked at it and said, I'm way ahead of them. I'm one step ahead. And if I keep going, I'll be 10 steps ahead. And then I'll get in a spot to where I feel pretty good and I'm pretty comfortable. The skies will clear a little bit. They never fully clear, but things will start coming together for me. And you're going to see that happen. I would say it's going to be mid to backside this year. That turn that you're looking for is going to come. The income's going to come in. Debt's going to be paid down, if not paid off. You're going to find that freedom and then start working on things in life that gets that debt paid down, and you're going to find financial freedom. Guys, it's inspiring. Let's do it. If you're not going to do this, find something passive. Don't be lazy. Even if you work full time, find something to make side money. Put that money, make you money. 888-901-WAVE. Let us help you.